Hi guys, Togger here with a new video, and this video we're going to talk about project Epoch, and we are actually on the game, so we can reserve our name. I don't think we can enter world. I think it will lag out or whatever, but it's not launched yet, and you can create the amount of number of characters you want to create. And I feel like it can go both ways, right? So we talk about this project. It will come out something next week, sometime next week, and I feel like it's going to be fun, but it will depend on the population and on the popularity and if they can deliver the promises they have made. I know they made some beta or some alphas and they made some like decisions towards what they wanted to do and achieve in PvP and PvE. I decided to go Shaman, so let's talk about that. So I decided to go Shaman, Dwarf, so it's literally a new experience. We don't have that in Turtle WoW, if I'm not mistaken. You cannot go Dwarf and Shaman. I might be mistaken, really, but you cannot go Dwarf and Shaman, I think. At least I didn't do that in Turtle WoW, so I think there is a reason why I didn't do that. I'm actually excited to see what they did with the questing. Like, are they going to add like new quests for Alliance for Dwarven totems? I wonder what they did with that. I think the talent rework that they did is interesting. Let me look up really quickly the things that I am interested about. My plan is to play Enhancement Shaman and not Elemental Shaman, because I think it's the most fun version of Shaman, to be fair. I want to see if it's like... I do feel like it's up to date, the website. So Enhancement Shaman, we have Shamanistic Rage, so it will make us regain some mana, which is an issue for Enhancement Shaman, but also reduces damage taken, which is very good in PvP. You have Unleashed Rage, which is literally a thing that your party and raid members will want, especially if warriors are strong. They want to have melee attack power. Unleashed Rage is going to help that, and it's a raid member, so it's raid wide. So you will have at least one Enhancement Shaman, or at least that's how I see it. You have primal wielding, so it means that you have dual wield, which is going to be interesting as well because they give also extra hit towards that, so you get like 6% from the talent tree. You have Storm Strike, which you can, again, with dual wield, you will strike with both weapons. Will try to play like two-hander, but I do feel like two-hander is not going to be a playstyle that is super supported on the Project Epoch, because first and foremost, I think dual wield is going to be more interesting. Additionally, your Lightning Bolt and Molten Blast spells no longer delay your next melee swing, but deal 50% less damage if cast within 4.5 seconds after a melee attack. Within 4.5 seconds. So basically you can, it can be interesting. So you do a strike. So you do a strike of two-hander, boom, it's 3.6 seconds, you cast really fast, boom, and then you do another strike. I guess it's good. So primal wielding is interesting because you have your dual wield part, but the thing that is going to be good with two-hander is going to be the fact... I'm going to share my screen. I will try to share my screen. Let me share the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. So primal wielding is like a talent point, which is going to help for dual wielding, which is going to be interesting. I like dual wielding Enhancement Shaman, but I prefer like two-hander Enhancement Shaman. But the second part, it's a two-hander thing, because I don't think you have any benefit with casting Lightning Bolt while you are dual wielding, because you're not going to strike at all. And you're going to deal less damage anyways as well, 50% less damage on your Lightning Bolt. So it's not, or even your Molten Blast. So it's not going to be that impactful, I think. That's what I think. I do get attacked on Miss Pandaria, so I'm going to attack. It's laggy as hell. It's 20:37 p.m. So Obviously, there's a lot of lag. So there is a playstyle that is maybe going to be interesting because you are going to, I guess you have mental quickness, so you don't need to have spell power, but I guess you can always go for a hybrid spell power thing. So you could have your lightning bolt and your mortal blast still do okay damage. So you are kind of a cost. You weave your costs while you're doing two-hander strikes. So in my fantasy of like what I'm reading right now, right? You're doing a two-hander strike, boom. It's 3.6 seconds, or like a bit lower because you have flurry. So I guess like let's say 3.2 seconds. While you're like did the strike, you have to keep in mind that you have time to do one or two lightning bolts to then have the reset afterwards, because it's written like this, right? It will no longer delay your next melee swing. So it means that you're going to have your melee swing directly after 3.2 seconds. So you're going to weave it in. It's not going to be good in dual wield because obviously if you're casting lightning bolt, you're not going to have like strikes. So you're going to lose like one or two strikes or even three strikes, depending on the fast weapons you have and how fast you strike. It's going to be that. It's not going to be that benefit. So it's going to be good to see what they're going to do. So you're going to have primal wielding. If you're playing a two-hander, you don't need the 3 points in weapon specialization, which is going to be great. Technically, what I'm going to do, for example, I'm going to show you the build I'm going to go for. I'm thinking like PvP as well. So that's like one thing, PvP. I do highly regard it on Project Epoch because I think it's going to be quite interesting to play around. Now you have 2 points. Where do you put it? I guess if you want to raid, you will need like Strength of Earth to be important, to be stronger. I guess you have also tanking available. Reduces the threat generated by your melee attacks. I don't think so. I think like tanking like enhancement shaman is not going to be possible if you have spirit weapons. So I'm going to take that. Then you go elemental weapons. I guess you're going to probably get improved weapon totems so you can help your team, your raid, your party. Weapon mastery, obviously you're going to go mental quickness, 1 point in primal wielding. You need storm strike, unleash rage, which is going to be too good because you're going to give like melee attack power to everyone. So it's going to be, it causes your critical hit. So it's like not a buff, right? So it's not going to be overwritten by true shot. So it's going to be good. Shamanistic rage, obviously. And that's your like tree for enhancement shaman, right? That's how I see. Obviously, if you're going dual wield, you will have to spend more points into weapon specialization. But I think like since I'm two-hander and I'm going to weave in my lightning bolts and my molten blasts, I do feel like concussion is very important because it's going to give me more damage as well. More crit on molten blast. It will depend on how much damage it actually does. Again, molten core, you have immunities to fire, so I don't know if they're removing that or not. If they're removing it, then you go for Call of Flame. If they don't, then the first tier you're not going to go for Call of Flame. But here you have also avoid interruption caused by damage while casting. That's important for PvP, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Call of the Flame as well. And then you have obviously still 9 points left. You get more points as well, guys. Keep that in mind. You get more points because trees are like bigger and you are level 60 and you will get more points. I don't know how it will work though, like how fast you do get the points. So elemental focus is going to be a big thing. You're going to have this as well because you want to be able to cast and then being able to strike again. So it should not be too slow. And here it's the interesting part, right? Since you are like weaving in, it's going to be interesting to have your offensive spell crits to also increase the critical strike from your melees, which is also quite interesting as well. This is also quite good, Rolling Thunder, but I think if you're playing like a hybrid kind of thing, that might be it, right? And that might be very interesting to play around. So that's why I'm actually very excited about Project Epoch, I think, especially for like shamans. So what class are you going to play if you're going to play Project Epoch? I'm going to make a separate video about Anniversary because I want to talk about that as well. But again, I think right now Project Epoch has potential. I don't want to put too many eggs onto one basket, because the truth is it's still a private server. It could always get shut down. Although I do think the servers are somewhere where Blizzard cannot really touch it. Like for example, Turtle WoW has, or even Warmane has. There's a reason why it's not gone. So I do think they have that as well. Hopefully. Um, Ideally, Project Epoch is going to be exploding to the point where Blizzard cannot like unsee it, and it will take the ideas from Project Epoch to then make it Blizzard like. I know like it kind of is ruining the plans of the private server and the private server team, but the truth is I really like the Blizzard quality from the clients and the servers. Now that's a bit ironic, since obviously the servers are not running right now on Miss Pandaria Classic. It's like very, very bad. But the truth is, I do see the potential of the private server, but it's never going to be as crisp as, let's say, a Blizzard like. And that is what it is at the end of the day. I don't think it's ever going to be a one-to-one. It wasn't like back in the day with Lights Hope and whatnot. So I wonder. We'll have to see. But my shaman is created. I got my name this time. Like the first time in like anniversary server, I also didn't get my name until like very late, because he released it. But I'm very happy to have at least my name, and I'll be trying it out like next week once it's coming out. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to play it. I'll be level 90 already on Miss Pandaria, so the rush of it is already gone. I'll be like trying to get the gear for PvP, but there is no rush for that. And I feel like Project Epoch can then have my attention, and I'll be making videos about it. If it's good, perfect. If it's not, I'll be blunt as well. I'm not like attached or married to that idea. I think they have loads of promises that they have to keep, and to like if they made the promises and they're not like delivering it, then people are going to be gone or going back to Turtle WoW, right? And for me, like it's a 50-50. Either it's going to be very good at launch, it will be crisp, people are going to stay, it's going to be like literally with like queues, or it's going to be very, very dead. And if it's dead, it's very hard to revive a private server over time. I don't remember a private server that has like a launch with a lot of hype that started with 2k population and like survived. A lot of the servers that have like only 2k players or whatnot, they generally like lose a lot of players the first week, and then it's gone to a 500 players concurrent players, which is not enough for current like a player habit, I would say. I like to see a lot of people around me, even if it's like having to fight for mob tags. I prefer that than like a wasteland where there is no one. Like that's something I do not want to see. So yeah, good luck to Project Epoch. I'll be playing it. Are you going to play it? Tell me know in the comment section below. I'll be playing Anniversary still, and I'm still going to play Miss Pandaria Classic, which I'm going to make a lot of video on it. I just don't know how I can present it to my crowd. Obviously, it's not like super easy. Some people are playing Anniversary and they're not going to touch it with Miss Pandaria from a foot long stick, for example. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.